Hi everyone, back to channel. Today we are going to start pathology introduction. Pathology, the word says patho and logy. Patho means suffering, logy means study. The study of suffering or the study of diseases is nothing but the pathology. So the pathology comes from the Greek words, that is pathos and logy. Pathology is a basic medical science that studies the etiology, pathogenesis, pathological changes, clinico-pathological connection and outcomes of the disease. So it's actually evolved from the other branches also like anatomy, medicine, surgery, etc. It's important to know about the cause and mechanism of disease to every doctor. So the disease is nothing but, what is disease actually? The disease is nothing but being unhealthy. This is what normal in weight, blood, height, tissues, chemical composition, etc. But there is still confusion in cells that which cell is even healthy and unhealthy because they look similar. So the health and disease are not absolute but relative states. So the disease suggests with a cause, but again there is a difference between a disease and illness. The disease is suggesting with a cause and illness is the reaction of the infection in the form of symptoms and physical signs, and the symptom differ in different persons. So illness has different symptoms, but the disease is having a cause for it. And a syndrome, what is a syndrome? Syndrome is a combination of symptoms caused by altered physiological process. So this is about the basic things. Medical education, actually the pathology is a bridge between the basic and clinical medicine. That is the bridge between the pre-clinicals and the clinicals. In medical practice, many diseases depend on the pathological examination for the final diagnosis. In scientific research, pathology is an important area for the research in science. Lesions are the changes in the tissue or the cells by this disease. So here you can see some diagrams like this. Actually, the lesions are also formed like this rounded lesion, where it indicates that the tissue or the cell is damaged by a disease. And the pathological changes or the morphology examination, actually here you can see the pathological changes examination of different tissues. Here these are actually seen by naked eye sometime or in microscopy. Actually here whatever are shown are the microscopic views. The cause of the lesion, that why the lesion has come, this is etiology. Then pathogenesis is that the produced lesions, how the lesions are produced, to study that is the pathogenesis. And next the patient says the symptoms to us, means which the patient can say those are the symptoms, and which are discovered by the doctor, that is by his physical sign, that is nothing but the physical sign. And the answer to what is wrong in the body is the diagnosis. And what can be done to treat it now is nothing but the treatment given by the doctor, that is to avoid the complications and spread and prevention of the disease. So this is all about this. Is actually this disease, the studying of pathology, first actually introduction is like studying of history, because almost in olden days everyone used to think that the disease is due to the cause of the evil eye or the spirits. The disease is due to the spirits or evil eye. In Greeks they have Asclepius, who is the god of the healing. So the history and evolution of pathology. So by observations, the Greek philosophers like Socrates, Plato, Aristotle to come to know that it's not about that evil or spirit. It's real practice of medicine began by Hippocrates. We know Hippocrates is the father of medicine. He's a great Greek clinical genius and stress that the study of patients' symptoms should be studied. According to him, the disease is nothing but the disturbance in the equilibrium of the body. And his writings are from about 2000 years, and his famous work is the Aphorism. And there are also ethics known as Hippocrates Oath. Pompilius Celsus gave the 4 cardinal signs of the inflammation, that is the rub or redness, the tumor, that is swelling, calor, heat, and dolor, pain. Similar to Hippocrates, the doctrine in India, that is the Charaka and Sushruta Samhita. In Charaka it is all about medicine, and Sushruta Samhita gave the idea to the surgical science. And the Galen, actually he said about the 4 humors, that is the blood, lymph and black bile, and also bile. These are the 4 humors by which we get disease. This theory was said by Galen, and the 80 books were written by the Galen. At the time the belief was that the life is under the control of soul, that is the theory of vitalism. Is it human body was not allowed at that time. It means that the hurting the soul. So they used to think if we dissect the body, it's like hurting soul. But the anatomy began by the drawings of the Leonardo da Vinci. The dissection was started by the Vesalius, and the Galileo Fallopius first discovered the fallopian tube, and the Fabricius is the one who first found the lymphoid tissue in the birds near around the intestine, named it as bursa of Fabricius. And the morbid anatomy or the pathological anatomy was started by the Italian anatopathologist, that is the Morgagni. Here you can see the Morgagni. He actually performed 700 postmortems, and next is excellent teacher of the anatomy. Morgagni started pathology and its studies and also autopsy, and he followed the causes, lesions, symptoms and outcome of the disease for the first time. And next the Percival Plot is a famous surgeon, and he found the cancer soot in the chimneys for the first time. And next the John Hunter, he is a student of the Percival Plot, and is a great surgeon and anatomist. Actually his elder brother is William Hunter. They both together first time developed the Museum of Pathology and Anatomy, that too collecting 13,000 surgical specimens and compared them with plants and animals. And this both duo is the first duo to form the comparative museum, that is now the Hunterian Museum in the England. Hunter, one more thing is, he inoculated the venereal lesion from the prostitute to his own glands by lancet and delayed to his marriage for 3 years. And next Burchard, who composed the organs from the tissues, and he also said they are formed by division and they are divided. The morbid anatomy is divided into general pathology and systemic pathology. This division of general pathology and systemic pathology was done by Burchard. The Matthew, he found the systematic textbook of morbid anatomy, and the Linacre is the one who discovered the lung, liver diseases and also stethoscope. So Linacre discovered the stethoscope. And next we have the Rotingnaski. He is a German pathologist. He has found 30,000 autopsies actually, and he has found acute yellow atrophy of the liver and also monographies of arteries, and also described the heart defects. And Richard Bright, he found the glomerulonephritis and named it as Bright disease because according to his name. And Thomas Edison, the chronic adrenocortical insufficiency, that is Edison's disease according to his name again. Thomas Edison, Edison's disease. Richard Bright, Bright disease. And next the Thomas Hogden, he found the enlargement of lymph nodes especially in the liver and spleen, and this is known as Hodgkin's disease. So these are according to names of the scientists. And next the cellular level was first by Anthony van Leeuwenhoek. He found microscope and first staining by saffron to see the muscle fibers. Marcello Malpighi used the microscope extensively and observed the capillaries, Malpighian layer of the skin. And the father of histology is the Marcello Malpighi, also described the lymphoid tissues of the spleen. And the microorganisms were first identified by Louis Pasteur and Hansen. He has found the Hansen bacillus causing leprosy, that is Hansen's disease. And next the immunization by Edward Jenner. Synthesis of first synthetic dye is by Perkin, that is the aniline violet. And next we have the Paul Ehrlich, is a German physician. He has done the Ehrlich test to the urobilinogen, that is known as Ehrlich aldehyde reagent. And next the Christian Gram, he is a Danish physician. He had done the bacterial staining by the crystal violet. So these are some important things actually we need to remember. And next the Romanowski is a Russian physician. Stained the peripheral blood film by using the eosin and methyl blue stains. Robert Koch, German bacteriologist, discovered the tubercle bacilli and also cholera vibrio. And May Grunwald and Jimsa formed the blood stains applied to the blood cells and also bone marrow cells. Sir William Leishman he used the Leishman stain for blood films and observed the Leishmania Donovan bodies in Leishmaniasis. And next the Robert Flogan, the Flogan reaction for staining the DNA and also the and is also famous for the cytochemistry and histochemistry works. And next T. Swan is the first neurohistologist. Claude Bernard is a pioneer pathophysiologist. And Virchow actually is the cellular pathology founder and also the father of modern pathology. So the father of modern pathology is who? That is Virchow. And he is awarded for using the histopathological for investigating diseases, and he is given the two postulates, that is all cells are from other cells and the disease is nothing but the alteration from the normal structure and function. And next the Cohen examined the frozen sections while still the patient is in the operation room for the first time. And next the Karl Steiner, he has found the human blood groups and also awarded by Nobel Prize. Ruska and Loris, they found the electron microscope to see the pathological structures. So you can see these are the pathological structures. To see them, it was first because of Ruska and Loris. And George and N. Pankolisov exfoliate the cytology for cervical cancer. And next the Tijoux and Levin, identification of the chromosomes and correct number in humans. Watson and Crick, I think everyone know the structure of DNA. Novel and Hedgerford discovered the Philadelphia chromosome in chronic myeloid leukemia. And next, you might think all are males who have discovered in our histological studies, but what about female? There is one female, that is Barbara McClintock, who has found the flexibility and dynamics of the DNA. And next we have the William Boyd, who is the pioneer teacher of pathology, and the M.M. Wintrow is a hematocrit. He found the hematocrit technique for the blood. And next let us see the subdivisions of the general pathology. So the general pathology is nothing but the study of general principles of the disease, and the systematic pathology is the study of specific organs and body systems. So first let us see the histopathology. So actually what is the histopathology is used along with the anatomical pathology and morbid anatomy pathology. It is divided into the surgical pathology, forensic pathology, and also cytopathology. So here you can see surgical pathology, cytopathology, forensic pathology. The surgical pathology deals with the study of tissues from the live body by paraffin and frozen sections, and the cytopathology deals with the study of cells shed off from the lesions, that is the exfoliate cytology, and also the fine needle aspiration techniques from the superficial and also deep lesions. And next the forensic pathology involves the study of tissues at the post-mortem. We need to reconstruct that how the death was happened, that the death is teaching the living. So this is about forensic pathology, very interesting. And next we have the hematology, as the name says, disease of blood, studying the diseases of the blood is the hematopathology. And the laboratory hematology and clinical hematology is nothing but, in the clinical hematology it also includes the management of patient as well. The chemical pathology, that is the analysis of the biochemicals like blood, urine, semen, CSF. We do the detection of the abnormalities in the immune system. And next the experimental pathology is that we use the experimental animals like mouse and rabbits, here you can see. So by using those, actually the disease production in the experimental animals and their study. And geographical pathology is the study of difference in the distribution of frequency and type of disease in population in different parts of the world. So this is geographical pathology, as the name says. And the medical genetics is a relationship between the heredity and the diseases. So as we know, many diseases are passing from one generation to another generation. So the relationship is studied in medical genetics. Example is blood groups, in born errors of metabolism, chromosomal aberrations in congenital malformation, and also neoplasm. So the molecular pathology involves the diagnostic and detection of the abnormalities at the level of DNA. So we do this pathology at the pathologic diagnostics at the level of DNA of the cells, and also used as a tool in the diagnostic pathology. So this is all about just the introduction of pathology. Next starts the cell injury and cell adaptations. So if you like my video, please like, share and subscribe.